another airline pilot saw something in the ocean several hundred miles off the coast of Brazil, which looked like fire. Could that have been the debris? Let's find out the latest right now from ABC's Lisa Stark, who covers the aviation industry. Lisa.
Well, Diane, there are tantalizing new clues, but still no hard answers this morning into the disappearance of this Air France flight. As you mentioned, another pilot, in fact, from Brazil's largest airline, TAM, is now saying that he saw orange spots on the ocean in the area where the Air France plane would have been flying. Was that flaming debris? Also, we now know that it was a virtual United Nations of passengers on board this plane. They came from more than 30 countries, including 2 Americans. The American couple, Michael and Ann Harris, had been living in Rio for nearly a year prior to climbing aboard Air France Flight 447. But even as details on the passengers are emerging, the mystery remains. Why did this plane disappear from the sky over the Atlantic Ocean? And where? The U.S. government is now scouring satellite data to try to pinpoint a last location, anything to help narrow the search.
What the investigators will start working on is what was the last track of the aircraft. Were the parameters normal? That is, were the altitudes normal? Were the airspeeds or ground speeds normal?
The best clues so far come from the plane's own computers, which sent 10 automatic messages to Air France maintenance indicating a problem, including some sort of electrical failure, just before the plane went down. Air France says the communications came just 14 minutes after the Airbus A330 hit turbulence. The jet may have been navigating a stormy area around the equator, known as the Intertropical Convergence Zone, or horse latitudes.
So this is the Intertropical Convergence Zone, the birthplace of hurricanes and a well-known place for very strong storms to develop. These storms carry it all, so if you're flying through there, you can expect heavy wind, rain, lightning, updrafts, downdrafts, even very bad icing conditions, and it can persist all the way up to 50 or 60,000 feet.
The Airbus jet, only 4 years old, did have sophisticated radar that should have helped the pilots skirt any violent weather. Even as family members of those on board tried to comprehend their loss, safety experts say what happened was probably catastrophic and sudden.
Total in-flight failures or the crippling of an aircraft the size of the A330 are very rare.
Now, the search continues this morning for any sign of the plane. They're searching both in the air and on the water. In fact, the call has gone out to commercial vessels in the Atlantic to also keep an eye out.